Alright, what's going on everyone, it's Picky Choco, and in today's video, we're gonna be checking out some big rerun plans for the upcoming patches that was updated a few hours ago, and how all of these rerun characters are dependent on this new character, Collei vision, which is kind of brain tickling, and a big Dendro setup that's happening right now under our noses, and some 2.7 related news. So before getting into that, just wanna announce that a 2 new blessings giveaway has started, which is basically clicking the link and doing few steps within seconds. So if you'd like to enter that early, be sure to check out the top link in the description. Alright, now that we're done talking with all of that good stuff, let's actually get into the video right now. Boom! So firstly, let's talk about all the reruns and the release dates that may be happening soon. Just a quick disclaimer, all of this is early info and opinions, completely based on speculations, so hoping for your ninja eyes and ears to be really active. Now regarding reruns, everyone in the community, including the uncles, are very sure and pressing on this factor, which says Yelan's release and response directly proportional to the reruns. Now based on the pre-release info and some speculations in our previous videos revolving around Yelan being a strong sub DPS, more focused on damage, her attacks even surpassing Ganyu's, while keeping her F2P friendly and flexible. So to sum it all up in very simple words, the community is looking towards Yelan as the next best hydro power crept character, which has resulted in a tremendous hype, and the banner collections are also assumed to even overtake Ayato. Now you may be wondering, what the hell does this have to do with the reruns? Now if we take a deep dive into the past, the old player base knows how Hoyoverse works, and being a gacha game also focuses on the business strategies that sometimes players don't like. For example, if they put Kleei, Kazuha, even Yoimiya in 2.7 as the rerun characters, will the players, especially the old base who's very knowledgeable and already knows about the power levels and the capabilities of these rerun characters, do you think they will summon on the new character even though she's hyped, overpowered, and a great damage dealing unit? I'm sure the majority, being F2Ps, would say no and head straight for these reruns. So in order to avoid that situation, Yelan may be placed along this one rerun character, which takes us to the next point, and that are the release dates. So if Yelan pops out in first half of 2.7, it may be on 11th of May, then obviously Ito would rerun in the second patch, which is on 1st of June. Now for 2.8, that is said to be a complete rerun patch. The characters during this may be Kleei, Kazuha, and Yoimiya, and some speculation also states that along with the Apple Islands, they may plan us to give something new, like a new map or another expansion area. So that would be pretty cool, as those who don't want to summon for 2.7 will obviously get a good chance to save on those primos and then go all in for 2.8 reruns. So really excited to see how they set up these reruns and what response does Yelan get. Now moving on to free 4-star weapon, Hoyoverse pretty much itself has created a pattern of giving us free weapons. For example, 2.1, 2.3, 2.5, meaning they pretty much give us free weapons in the odd versions, and for this reason 2.7 may be having a free 4-star weapon which may be focused for Yelan. Now given her F2P friendly nature, I'm really hoping that 4-star weapon with those refinements would be pretty good, thus helping to deal more damage. Now moving on to the next bit of Collei, she's speculated to be as a playable character in the first half of 3.0 based on some similar story and cultural adaptation the game is taking from the manga. Now the recent speculation regarding her element and weapons have popped out, which have two interesting opinions, one of them being of uncles who speculate her to be a 5-star Dendro character having a bow weapon type on the basis of some news. Others kind of think of her to be an electro catalyst user, obviously being a 5-star with a supporting basis of manga, meaning Collei was showcased as a character being used, experimented, tortured, and in the rare case scenarios putting up a fight without any sort of weapon but only the delusions. Likewise, the uncles also giving the basis that the only delusion possessing character who's playable is Child, and he's a bow one. So what if they do the same thing to Collei? I mean, it really sounds weird and odd, but is quite sense making if we take a look from that point. So quite a confusion here. First of all, is Collei playable or not? And secondly, is she a 5-star Dendro bow or is she an electro 5-star catalyst? Personally, I'm very excited for that. Now moving on to the last bit, which is about the Dendro setup. Now what if I told you Dendro is prepared at the moment right under our noses and the players don't even know about it? Weird, right? But if you take a look at the current lineup, I mean all the banners, for the first time, the number of electro and hydro characters that the players have been getting back to back is much more than any element that happened in the past. For example, example, take Raiden and Yaemiko, Yelan and Ayato, and even Kokumi. So what if Hoyoverse may want us to have either one of these characters, as this may be an indicator that Hydro or Electro in some or the other way interacts with Dendro, probably as a buffer or a scaling reaction or some sort of an amplifier for the reactions. I mean, this is making much clear that Dendro, apart from functioning with Pyro, may also interact with Hydro and Electro, and it would be very interesting to watch what kind of reactions and damage numbers do they deliver, as they have implemented this very similar strategy in the past. So that's basically it for today's video. Just thought I'll update y'all with the latest news about all the reruns and updated release dates, some Collei and real-time news, and I hope it helped you. So make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss on any latest news and stuff related to Genshin like this. As always, I'll see you all in the next video with some interesting new news. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.